Development that has a greater than 50% investment in the building is required to bring it up to code, but I don't want to change it. Like, we shouldn't change it. I'm not sure it's even feasible to try to make a 200-year-old building like the Duck and Bunny, for example, accessible in the way you are. I think it's a good goal to work with. It should be a conversation we can have, but we need to implement that in a reasonable way.
I think people need to be able to access places. And that's all people, including the people who are disabled and the people who need help getting to those facilities. You know, listen, I've talked to folks in these matters, and they talk about how it's really tricky for them to even get to the polls, right? For them to get outside of their building, for them to participate in activities in the community. We've got to tackle this head on. This is really important, and that's a part of our constituency that we cannot ignore, and we have to figure out everything in our power to ensure that all communities, including those who are disabled, are able to access the public amenities that we can all access.
Thanks. So I think it's just not a priority, and that's the problem with it. You have to make it a priority. So start with yourself, start with your own business. I started with mine. I made it accessible to 98%. I'm opening a new business, I'm making it accessible. But here's the challenge for the existing businesses and the existing structures, as Nick was saying, that are already here. They get no help. Let's find a way that if someone wants to become more accessible, this is where we can help our existing small businesses and building owners by maybe getting them some sort of tax incentive, tax break, tax credit, or a grant. We want to build density here. There's about a third of the population that can't come here because they can't live here and they can't get through this city. We're not giving them the opportunity to come and enjoy our city because it is not accessible. So I do think it is not a priority, and I would make this a priority if I was on the city council.